Kathleen Kennedy, Disney, Lucasfilm, and Ubisoft decided to give us a cheap female Han Solo ripoff character. Why didn't you just make Han Solo the lead in the game then?
Look up Kay Vess against her actual real-life counterpart, and you'll be like, what did they do?
Yeah, Ubisoft is responding to a plethora of complaints about Star Wars Outlaws. So again, folks out there watching, right now, you've got Assassin's Creed Shadows, not yet released, but they are now very concerned about how that game is going to sell, since they're already pre-apologizing for it, like we just showed you. You've got Grand Theft Auto 6, which there's some skepticism on how well that's going to perform. And now we have this big partnership with Disney, Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm, where they made a Star Wars game where I've literally seen them make comments, and some of the Disney shills make comments like, oh, we finally get a Han Solo kind of game where you've got a Han Solo character. And it's like, why didn't you just make Han Solo the lead in the game then?
That would have sold millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
But
if they did that.
Kathleen Kennedy, Disney, Lucasfilm, and Ubisoft decided to give us a cheap female Han Solo ripoff character. Again,
Girl Jagger.
Disney is trying to make Brand X, like great value brand, Walmart brand Star Wars, when they own the actual IP. It is the most, pardon my French, it's the most batshit crazy thing I've ever seen in my life. Marvel at least had a good run with phases 1 through 3. Star Wars has had nothing because they keep letting the wrong people run this into the ground. Ubisoft is now a little concerned. They put out 10 minutes of actual gameplay today on IGN, or they did it in tandem with IGN. And
it was stunning and brave.
What did you think of that?
I reviewed the footage. I made a video about this a few videos ago. I did an Assassin's Creed Star Wars Outlaws video in total. It does not look very good at all, to be honest with you. But Ubisoft in general, a lot of their games don't look great at all. They're never very technically impressive. I think anyone out there who has played a modern Ubisoft game can agree to that. They just, I mean, just look at that explosion effect. It's so bad.
She doesn't even get killed by a thermal detonator.
Yeah. There's a part later on in this video where she slides, and the slide animation is like so inhuman the way it works. And then she lasers a guy, like, and we know,
it's
like,
hard for lesbians to slide.
She shoots a guy with a laser gun, kills him, and then a guy about 10 feet in front of that guy doesn't notice that his friend just got shot in the back with a laser beam that's super loud. And then she proceeds to like stealth around them, and it's just typical Ubisoft gobbledygook.
Yeah.
And then she looks like this weird Han Solo meets Sigourney Weaver haircut thing. And then the actor doesn't look like the actual actor that it's based on. She's a lady that lives in Toronto, apparently. She was in, what was that movie? She was in the movie Nobody. I don't know if anyone's watched that movie.
Oh, yeah. I have. Fabulous movie.
Yeah. So in the very beginning of that movie, you know, the two people that break into the house.
Yep.
For
that's
Bob
her?
Odenkirk.
Oh, I didn't realize
the
that
woman.
was her. Okay.
That's her.
Yeah.
That's her.
We had a picture when this story first broke with Outlaws. We were talking about this a couple of months ago, maybe about a month. I don't remember when it was, but a month or two ago now. We showed the picture of the actual body model and the face model for this character, and as we were all commenting, it's like they uglified her for this game.
100%.
I mean, she is much prettier than what's here. But like you're right. Look at the shirt. Look at the jacket. Look at the pants. Look at the belt with all the gear on it. It's literally a straight ripoff of Han Solo. It's
not only that, she's completely unsexualized and she doesn't look feminine at all. Like, women have curves.
Yep.
There's like, she looks like she has a man's body with a man's chin.
Completely
but then
flat.
She looks vaguely
she's
also
got a cleft
female.
Chin. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also notice a lot of times you'll have a lot of, I remember there's a few game designers on Twitter that were complaining against me and Grums and stuff. And they were saying how, like, oh, it's really hard to translate like women from real life into games. There's so many things.
Crap.
And then you look at the male characters, and it's like 1-to-1, like perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like for example, the Jedi Order games, Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. It stars Cameron Monaghan. People know him from Shameless. He was in Gotham as Joker. Yada yada yada. He plays Cal Kestis in those games. I want you to go look at how he looks in real life. Look at him in the video game in the Star Wars games.
Exactly like it.
It's 1-to-1. And then look
image.
up this girl, this character in Star Wars Outlaws. Her name is Kay Vess. Look up Kay Vess against her actual real life counterpart. And you'll be like, what did they do? And they keep doing that to women. They're uglifying women on purpose. And it's only being done in the West. In the East, not. Right? That's why their games are booming. If you think about it, this year alone, if we didn't have Asian-made games this year, we'd be screwed. 100%.
Well, the gaming industry is screwed.
Absolutely. And
look at what's happening to the gaming industry. They've decimated it.
Yeah. And it's just like they just messed it up completely.
What I want to show y'all real quick, though, and this is a real problem, okay? Because this Star Wars Outlaws, the 10 minutes of gameplay, this came out just 10 days ago, okay? This game was already kind of in trouble from what it seemed like when they first started talking about it again. We're not getting Luke. You're going to get Rey now, right? You're not going to get Han Solo. Now you're going to get this, female stand-in replacement character. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? But here's the reality of it.
Are you ever going to let Natalie go?
12,000 upvotes. Yeah, I will. 12,000 upvotes, 86,000 downvotes. She could have what? Natalie can juggle. Okay. But no, this is the last part of it. I wanted to show 12,000 upvotes, 86,000 downvotes. That's the reality of it right now. Yeah, tells you everything you need to know. And more often than not, when we see this type of lead-in to a movie, a TV show, or in this case, a video game, it tends to bode ill.
These are all Russian bots. Russian bots.
And what I always tell people is this: remember, it's made by Ubisoft. Yeah. If you really want to play it, just wait like 3 to 4 months. It'll be 60 to 80% off because the Ubisoft games, for some reason, they age like milk in terms of the pricing. They don't, just the way they are. So just wait. If you really
this
have
is
to
not
play.
A cheap game. I think the most the cheapest level is like what, $70 or $80.
Well, yeah, like in Canada for me and Paul, like Paul lives in Ontario, so he has like 13% tax. So if he wants to buy this game new, Paul has to spend $93 for the standard edition. Come on, who's gonna buy that?
How did they not learn their lesson after Watch Dogs? Like how could they possibly have not figured out that they are going to destroy their company?
Ubisoft, they're very weird. They're the kind of company where they find one thing that works and then they replicate it 100 times over, and they do it over and over and over again. And
Valiant, I just posted a picture from 2007 Mass Effect. How difficult it was back in 2007 to properly render an attractive woman.
Let's see how this looks, Paul. I want to see, is this looks pretty, it still looks pretty bad today. In 2007, Mass Effect, a AAA game, big AAA game.
I love that game.
It must have looked really bad back then. Let's see how far technology has come.
Outlaw woman, look at how how bad she looks compared to Outlaw.
What are these growths she has? Weird.
Yes.
Yeah. That's Miranda Lawson from Mass Effect 2.
I believe in the 20th century we called those breasts.
How dare they put breasts and curves on this woman? I am offended as a heterosexual man.
I am a Mass Effect lore aficionado. I can tell you anything you want to know about this series.
I'm a Mass Effect nut.
How many polygons are in her hair?
There's even a butt shot angle in the game,
which they got rid of in the Legendary Edition, by the way.
Just look. I haven't got to play that much. I'm probably like maybe an hour into the game because I've been playing Fortnite with my kid, but I started playing Stellar Blade, which it reminds me of like the Final Fantasy 13 in terms of feel and theme. It's like that very techie version of Final Fantasy. I love Stellar Blade, but look at Eve in that game. My God. Okay, they can still make female characters look like female characers. She's one of the hottest female characters in any game ever.
There's a live service game out right now called The First Descendants, free to play, made by South Koreans. Has like well over 100,000 players on Steam right now. All the women are gorgeous. All the men are like Giga Chads basically, and it's doing well. You know what I
Right.
mean? And with Mass Effect, I talked to one of the people that have worked on Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 and Dragon Age. I talk to them regularly, and they give me so much dirt on BioWare and like what has happened and stuff, and like behind the scenes and everything. Like, I just want to ask Paul. Paul, what do you think was the original canon ending at BioWare for Mass Effect 3 of the three? Destroy, Control, or Synthesis?
Wow. I'll go for Control.
Turns out the original canon ending at BioWare, according to the person that I know at the company, was actually Synthesis. That was originally supposed to be the canon ending for that entire series, and then they realized a little bit while into development that actually a lot of people would hate that, and then that's why you actually have different endings. So the actual original ending was just that. So there you go.
All right, let me break in real quick. Natalie, look, I appreciate you sticking around. I know you got to go. I've been joking with you. It's like, look, just drop out if you need to, but I want to give you an exit chance here if you need to go. We've got one more story we're going to cover with the James O'Keefe tapes here.
Surely she could stay for one more show. And I know slacker, Natalie.
You know what? At this point, maybe I'll just hang in there.
All right, hang in there. And Demian, you got to run.
Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah.
All right, and Demian, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, buddy. Y'all make sure you check out. Y'all make sure you check out Demian's channel over there. Has always got some great content. Appreciate you being here to help us go through that.
Yep, new video tomorrow. And if anything, please go play the Mass Effect Legendary Trilogy if you guys haven't, because those games are amazing.
They are
absolutely amazing.
It's
so just
there you go. Made good stuff.
I will check them out.
They please remaster Dragon Age Origins one day in BioWare. Please. I would love that. Okay. I got to go work on my video. My dogs are staring at me. They got to go pee. So I got to go.
and congrats, Endymion. Your channel exploded onto the scene, and you're still doing fantastic.
Thank you. I'm at 261
Huge success.
right now, I think.
Good.
Somewhere around there.
Huge
Almost
success.
at 300K over there at Endymian's channel. So
yeah, just working, exhausted, working too much. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm a one-man show over here, so
I'm not willing to work as hard as Endymion.
Thank God.
I wish I didn't work as hard. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta go.
Take care, man.
See you guys.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.